Hey everyone, it's Kenji. I'm going to show you another thing you can do with leftover pulled pork. Oven pulled pork. If you haven't seen that recipe, check the link below. It makes a lot and you can use it for a lot of different things. Alright, so today we're going to make a pulled pork sandwich. I'm going to do this a little bit differently. So normally when you make a pulled pork sandwich, you smoke the pork or maybe cook it in the oven the way I did. Then you would just shred the meat and you'd have the soft meat, put it on a bun, top it however you like it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take that pulled pork and make it into a sort of patty. So I've refrigerated this overnight. Actually, it's been a few nights in the fridge. So I'm going to take a reasonable size portion, probably a quarter pound, maybe 5 ounces, and I'm going to put it into a ring mold that is just the size of my burger. If you don't have a ring mold, you could use like a pot lid or you can just form it by hand. But what I'm essentially going to do is I'm going to push this down and try and make it as compact as possible. Okay. Just like such. All right, let me wash my hands. And you can, if you're doing this for a party or for, dinner for a few different people, you can make these patties in advance. Just make pork patties like that. Transfer them to a baking sheet with some parchment paper underneath, and then pop them in the fridge. And then you can cook them straight from the fridge. All right, so I'm going to just season it. Salt. Other side, a little salt. Okay. And I'm just going to carefully pop this out. And there we go. So now I got my pan here. You can use non-stick. I'm using cast iron. You can use non-stick. You can use carbon steel. You can use cast iron like this. But you do want something that it's not going to stick to. So I wouldn't recommend using something like stainless steel for this. You can also do this on the grill, although if your pork is super fatty, you'll see that if your pork is super fatty, it tends to kind of fall apart a little bit. So it might fall through the grill grates or it might really flare up. So I would generally steer away from the grill unless your pork is quite lean and you're really able to get it nice and compact. All right, so I'm going to sear this on one side like that. Meanwhile, I'm going to get my buns ready. So you could do this with whatever sort of toppings you want. If you'd like coleslaw on your sandwich, go for it. I'm just going to keep it simple today. Just do it kind of Texas style with nothing but onions and pickles. This is just a regular old hamburger bun. It could do with like a sort of heartier bun as well if you prefer, whatever you like. We used to serve a similar sandwich to this at my restaurant, which is no longer my restaurant because I moved to Seattle, but my restaurant in San Mateo, Worst Hall, we served a sandwich that was made of pork patties that were cooked like this, pulled pork that we pushed in patties, and then we kind of glazed it with mustard, served it with pickled chilies. At the time we called it the Frederick, which is my dad's name, Fred. Anyhow, not on the menu anymore, but it was I enjoyed it. People seem to like it, but most people ordered, I don't know, the sausages and the burgers and the fried chicken. For some reason, the pork sandwich never really took off. All right, so we're gonna sear it on one side like that, and I'm gonna flip the spatula over, scrape it up, sear it on the second side. You see how it gets nice and crispy like that? I got this idea, so the idea is, it's a pulled pork sandwich. It's gonna shred up and fall apart kind of like pulled pork as you're eating it, but it has this nice kind of crispy browned crust. I got this idea when I was working at a restaurant in Boston called Clio, which no longer is there, but we used to do a duck dish where we would have duck breast and duck leg, and the leg we would cook into duck confit, and then we'd shred it, pack it into torchons, like wrap it in towels and make these long logs out of it, and then slice it. And so you would end up with a small patty of confit duck that was similar to this, and then when we served it, we would sear that patty exactly like this, so you get this kind of crispy duck leg patty that we served alongside the duck breast. And I thought, oh, that's a good idea for a pulled pork sandwich. And so I gave it a shot, and it turns out it was a good idea. I like mustard. I'm going to go with a little mustard on here too. Bit of the old spicy brown. Yeah, I'm you can have some. Mon's been missing his friend Shabu. Here you go. Good boy. All right, Second side looks pretty crispy. If you want, you know, you could go all out and put some cheese on here or whatever you feel like doing, but you know, the technique is sort of the important part, getting those nice crispy edges. Right onto the bun. Close her up. And there we go. I'm going to take this over and get a quick photo of it before I bite in. All right. Let's give it a bite. Yeah. So, if you want, you know, you can put barbecue sauce on here, homemade store-bought barbecue sauce, whatever you want. Anything you would put on a pulled pork sandwich, you can put on this thing. Yeah, one more bite for you. Come on here. Crispy bit. All right. I will be back at you with another recipe soon. Guys, gals, non-binary pals, see you later.